Hi, from the last video we understand how to determine if a matrix is RREF or not RREF, and we say that RREF is artery of linear algebra because we use the same technique for many topics in linear algebra, for example to find eigenvalue and eigenvector, Gauss elimination, and Gauss reduction and Gauss Jordan reduction method. So it's very important to understand what is RREF, and today we are gonna apply this one to find RREF for a matrix 2 by 2. Here I will rewrite 4 to understand how to apply it and what's the operation you can do to do it. See, from this step is very important to find leading one. So we have to know how to make it leading one for putting the leading one. Equal 1. So how to do this one? First, and here I will write the second one, and here I'm gonna write the third one. So here, add or subtract 2 rows. Here you can exchange two rows, and the third condition here, multiply or divide a line or a row, sorry, not column, of course, a row by a number. Okay, and here there is important note here, you have to keep it in your mind. Notes, 2 notes. 1, 2. What is the note here? If we have a zero row mean the whole row is 0. For example, 0 0 0. If you have matrix, for example here, matrix here, for example 2 1 3, this is a 0 row. Okay, a 0 row. If we have a 0, we have a 0 row, we have to put it in the bottom of a matrix, of the matrix. Okay, and the second one, every element can change to leading equal 1, except to leading 1, not, yeah, leading 1, it's better to write leading 1, except 0. As of course, as we discussed here, as we discussed about this one, put the first element in the matrix leading one. The same thing here, but only to make sure that you understand what are we doing. Now we want to apply this one to solve example. Here, simple example here, 2 by 2 matrix. Let A equal 1, 2, 3, 4. Find RREF. I write it in small letter, you can make it big letter. Find RREF of A. Okay, so now we want to find RREF. Imagine here like 1 here, go down, then go right until you find 1. So this is the leading one. Of course, the leading one, the column of the leading one should all 0, as we said here. Put the rest of the column equal to 0 for, of course, for the leading one. So here it should be 0. This one should be 0. How to make it 0? Now we will know how to do it. So first I have to write it here again to make it clear for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we want to change this one. We have to do two things: add or subtract 2 row. We have to add or subtract 2 row, or you can do 2 steps. You can divide this row, because a row, you can divide this row by 3, which become this one, and this one 4/3. I don't recommend this way because it's take 2 steps, but if you want to add or subtract 2 rows in this one, you will do it in 1 step. So here we want to change R2, so we have to write it here again. R2, we have to change R2 we have to change it, subtract or with something, then put it in R2. So we have to add or subtract a row from this one to make it this one 0. How? Since we are changing this R2, so R2 it will be changed. I will rewrite it here again. So you have to do to put it the same here. 3, 4. You will understand later why I write it like this. Remember, this R, it's mean row, and sometimes they write it R to small letter, but the same thing. So we have to decide how to make this 0. So 3 minus what? It's become 0. 3 minus 3. So this one, it should be 3. So this row, we have to multiply by 3. Because if we multiply by 3, 3 minus 3, it will be 0. This because we are focusing 100% for this one to make it 0. So as we know, 3 minus 3 equals 0. So we have to multiply this row by 3. So 3, row 1. If we multiply this row by 3, so it will become 3. 3 by, so 1 multiplied by 3, it will be 3. 2 multiplied by 3, it will become 6. So now we have this one. So we have to subtract this one minus this one to become this one 0. So this R2 minus 3R1. Okay. So what it will be? This one, the same thing. We have to write it like it's, because we only want to change R2. R2 it's become R2 minus 3R1. So this one, this guy minus this guy. 3 minus 3, 0. 4 minus 6 minus 2. Okay? And now we have to change this one to make it what? So we have to understand here, imagine here like 1, go below, then right until you find 1. You find 1, go below until you find 1. This one, it should be 1. So the easiest way, you know, minus 2, if you have minus 2, what number we can multiply to make it 1? So we multiply by minus half. It will become 1. So we have to multiply this row by this. So minus, okay, I will rewrite it as blue, minus R2 to R2. So would this one become 0? Of course, 0 multiplied by minus half, it becomes 0. Minus half multiplied by minus 2 multiplied by minus half, it becomes 1. And this one, it's remain the same. And now we have to change what? You know, this one, this leading one, the rest of the column is 0. This the leading one, the rest of the column, it should be 0. So this one, this 2, we have to change it. Because we have to change it, we have to do the same process which we have done here. So we want to change row 1. So row 1, we have to change it. So row 1 minus or plus what to put it in R1? So minus what to put it in R1? So we have to think. So R1 should be the same here, because here the coefficient here should be 1, 1, 2, that's why. So this one the same. So 2 minus what to become this one 0? 2 minus 2. 2 minus 2 becomes 0. So this one should be 2. So we have to multiply this row by 2. So 2 row 2 equal 0, 2. Okay? So now we understand we have to subtract this row by multiply this row by 2, then subtract it. So we have to write here minus 2 R2. Okay? We have to do this. Okay? So this one, of course, we want to change R1. So this one, we want to change this row 1. So this R2 should be the same. 0, 1. It should be the same. This one, we want to change it. R1 minus 2 R2. So this one, this guy, minus this guy. 1 minus 0, 1. 2 minus 2, 0. And finally, we find this one, they called it identity matrix. And you can check it again if it's RREF or not. 1 here, go down, then go right until you find 1. This leading one, go down, then go right until you find 1. This is 1, and of course this one 0. So this one now in RREF. So we end here. Of course, this one 2 by 2 matrix. Next video we will do the same thing for 3 by 3 matrix. We will do 2 examples next. Thank you.